Yes, hi. Hi,
Hey.
that works. Fantastic. Hi, thank you so much. And thanks for having me here. And it's really great to participate in such a really powerful event. Changelly, obviously, we've been around for going on 5 years now. It's my pleasure to kind of talk about the business and, talk about trust and how we've been able to really provide an ecosystem that really supports trust, both with our customers as well as our partners. So what I'll do here is I will share my screen here. Just give me 1 second. Dun, dun. And I'll bring up our little file here. Okay. Just bear with me 1 second. Perfect. Can everybody see my screen? Awesome. Okay, so obviously, the great thing about blockchain, the great thing about the technology, the underlying technology of Bitcoin is that the blockchain itself is what makes Bitcoin possible. It's what makes, it's what powers our trust machine. And I'll kind of explain what that means. And, a lot of people don't understand the benefits or the advantages of the blockchain because either there's been some media, negative media, or different things that kind of associate blockchain with illicit transactions or money laundering or what have you. But at the end of the day, it's the people that use technology to create malicious activities as opposed to the technology itself. So the blockchain was developed, and the true innovation here is the fact that for the first time in history, we are now able to provide a technology that obviously has both immutability, irrevocability, transparency, and real-time auditability, which in itself, as a statement, is quite powerful because everything we do, no matter what it is, no matter if it's buying food or going shopping or shipping something across the other part of the world, we have to rely and we have to depend on certain counterparty authorities that have to facilitate that transaction or facilitate that deal or facilitate that escrow or facilitate making sure that agreements are made because we live in a trustless world. And what the blockchain does is it completely solves counterparty interactions, which is quite fascinating. And the more we can go down that rabbit hole, the more you'll understand about how powerful some of those components actually are when it comes down to the technologies that we currently use today. I like to say that, there's never a dull moment in technology. And with blockchain, it's still very early days. With crypto, it's still very early days. We as a business have been around for over 5 years, but we're still developing. We're still innovating. This space is still so small in comparison to the global economic markets and the various other types of technologies that both institutions use as well as consumers use. So, in our eyes, blockchain, even though it's 10 years old now, it's still very young in the overall development and the growth, as you would say, as far as the ecosystem overall is concerned. And as we always say, the best is yet to come. We're just at the beginning. The blockchain is here to stay. It's not going away. Everything we do, everything we share, whether it's from identity management to supply chain finance to central bank, issued back currencies, the blockchain is what's going to facilitate all of our interactions because it removes the need for relying on those central authorities, and everything now will become automated, auditable, and people will be held accountable for certain actions that they weren't or ever were able to be held accountable before, because the blockchain provides a history and proof forever and for always associated with each transaction and each move that's done on the network, which is quite outstanding. So immediately you get this immutable layer of trust, improved security, transparency, consensus, faster settlement, and true traceability. And when I say true traceability, I mean real-time auditability. So when you're a regulator, if each regulator in all parts of the world were to run their own blockchain and call it a regulated chain, or even if every regulator were to set up on the Bitcoin network or any one of these blockchains, and they ran a node, they would be able to see every payment or every transaction happening in real time, both from start to finish. Now, if you can imagine from a financial world perspective, if you can actually audit and track a payment from start to finish, what is the point for AML? Right? So you start thinking about all these different things that blockchain will be able to do, and we are just scratching the surface of what's to come, the best. So here's a little summary on Changelly. Obviously, we've been around for 5 years, so we are a very integral part within this growing ecosystem. We pride ourselves both on customer service as well as the services and products that we offer, both to our B2C customers as well as our B2B customers. We have over 3 million plus users. We are growing, obviously, every day. We are very excited about our growth and future plans in terms of who we're catering to and what type of products and services that we're delivering. We now list over 160 plus different crypto assets, and providing those swap functionalities between all these new token projects as well to promote adoption, to provide easier access to these markets, to these projects for people all over. And our API on the B2B side of things, as a lot of people know, we empower businesses. We empower businesses to build blockchain solutions and blockchain technology, whether it be from tokens to wallets to exchanges. We are the underlying API to allow them to easily and efficiently create a swap functionality and mechanism in order to, provide their customers a more seamless and better experience to move between what is said crypto to their token or to stable, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And some of our large partners, obviously here mentioned below, and I'm happy as always to speak and talk about their success, because at the end of the day, it's our success as well. Exodus being one of them, Coinami, My Ether Wallet, BRD, some of our largest partners, and obviously a list of further partners are available on our website, changelly.com. And then obviously when it comes down to of the users that we have, we create such a powerful network and an ecosystem, and we continue to do so. Hence the 3,000 plus growing affiliates, and obviously the 500 million plus monthly views. So there's a lot of power behind our brand and our platform and what we provide to the growing community. And we are excited to continue building innovative technology so that we can further advance both the adoption on the retail side of things and hopefully on the institutional side of things as well. So how do we create a reliable ecosystem that people can trust? How do we get new people involved? How do we promote adoption? Because at the end of the day, without mass adoption, without the ability to access certain technologies, or without the ability to provide developers the ability to create and be who they are in terms of innovation and creativity, then really what are we trying to achieve at the end of the day? This is about a technology revolution that we're trying to structure and not only implement, but also grow. And in order to grow that, we have to rely on trusted partners providing specific services and functions within this ecosystem that are key to that mass adoption. And obviously you can see Changelly in the middle, and we provide our partners the ability to assist with that growth, with that adoption, from the likes of Ledger and Trezor and Jax, Engine, etc. I mean, these partners are key to a much larger ecosystem, which is just starting to unfold. Again, the tip of the iceberg, as we say, and the best still is yet to come. So, obviously, here's our contact details. I can be reached always, whether it be on Twitter or by email. My Twitter is EricBenz84. email me at eric@changelly.com. Feel free to check us out at changelly.com. And stay tuned for some very exciting news and product releases that we're working very hard on. We've been around for 5 years. We have a very, very large customer base, and we are very excited to continue providing trusted rails both into the ecosystem as well as out of the ecosystem. And again, thank you so much for having me today, and it's a pleasure to be here with you.